We've got this 9971 in the shop today. It's going to be getting the new Morimoto XB LED tails installed. Morimoto just released these. They've had the XB LED headlights for a little bit now. They're pretty popular. They really are a great solution for a modern facelift, and not to mention they perform well. So we expect these taillights to perform really well, and they just look really clean. I love the way they look. They're available in a red or a smoked version. And if you take a look at the center, they've got these kind of like gray internals, and that is something that I just noticed really in person. I've seen the pictures, but just looking at it, they have a lot of kind of modern design elements that you see on these new taillight assemblies, and they kind of have that 3D effect. You can see it's actually recessed here, and you see that on a lot of BMW, Porsche, Audi, and it's a really good look. So I love what they've done with these tails. And of course, we'll go over all the features and functions, and we'll do a comparison between the original tails. 997s are getting increasingly popular, even more so today, but the taillights do kind of date them. Some people, the purists might say it looks good exactly how it is, but I think most people are looking for a modern facelift, in terms of the taillights. But that'll give you a nice... Okay, right now we've got the brake on. We can activate it for you. You can see how that looks, but it's a very standard type of setup. We'll show you before and after. All three zones in the factory tails light up, but the inner one turns on with the brake light. And we've got the factory turn signal. So you can see it's all spread apart. Brake, turn, we've got reverse, and then this is just like a running light. And from the side, you've got a reflector. There's actually just two screws holding on the taillight. You remove it with the Torx. One plug. These taillights are 100% plug and play. What I really like, seen a lot of setups over the years, installed a lot of resistors for LED bulbs, and it's the first time I've seen a resistor mounted on a metal bracket that is attached to a magnet, which is super cool. You don't have to drill, you don't have to worry about the double-sided tape. So Morimoto really thought out this installation, made it easy for the 997 community. And according to the instructions, you literally just mount them up right here next to the grommet, and you just slap them on essentially. All right, got that passenger side taillight installed. Super straightforward. The resistors just mount, as mentioned before. You screw it in, you plug it in. You can get these installed in way less than an hour from start to finish, but we're pressing on the brake here. The top portion is your running light or the parking light, and that's really like a modern look. 991 and 912 also have that similar look where you just got the line on the side. It gives it a really kind of a modern look. Now, when the turn signal is on, it's a little hard to see, but now it's better. All three of these blocks turn into amber, which I like. It's kind of like a Euro thing. A lot of cars in the States just have red running lights and a red brake light and a red turn signal, but this is really cool. A lot of people seem to enjoy. And if you take a look at the detail in the little blocks for the turn signals. Looks awesome. You can turn off the signal. And if we go to the brake light, you can see they're actually in red. So it's a dual color, essentially, for those three inner blocks. Let me back up a little bit so you can see the difference. So much more pronounced, much brighter, and of course, a lot more modern. Now, when we go to reverse, the inner block, I call it a block, but the inner one actually turns into a white. So you have a high power reverse light. So that's actually, it's got three colors, essentially, that inner one, which is really awesome. But fitment was spot on. Got these installed really easily. They just slip into place. These look perfect, so we'll wrap up the installation. We'll do the other side, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. All right, we got the driver's side mounted now. All in all, went really well. You just got to make sure none of the wires are kind of tucked between the taillight and the body of the vehicle. Those resistors just sit back here. The gap is really nice. I actually went ahead and redid the passenger side. You got to make sure it gets slid into this little guide point. But overall, the fitment is really spot on. Looks really good. And again, I love those kind of the 3D elements It's nice to see it in up close and personal, especially because you don't get that sensation, you don't get that sense of it when you're looking at the listing on the internet, but it looks really good in person. All right, a little bit further back now. Definitely reminiscent of the 991.2 tails. I really like those tails, but this looks so good. And we'll show you in just a moment how they look when they're on, well, both together, of course. But even though they're red, they almost have like a cherry red look, maybe slightly darker than the original ones, or maybe just my interpretation of it, but it looks really good. So this parking light, it actually looked like it faded on. Really nice touch. But again, just that top portion lights up for the parking lights. So from the back at night, this will look really modern. Just got two deep red lines, really, really bright. It's gonna look awesome. And then we'll put on the brakes. So again, center brake light in the middle, and then the outside bars light up. So it's very clear when the brake light is on, especially in person. And we'll do turn signals. So those are the flashers. Again, they do change to an amber. And we'll show off the reverse for you. You can also add the Morimoto boost bar if you wanted to run it to the license plate. In this case, we're just keeping it how it is. But that about wraps it up. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment below, reach out to us through email. Be happy to discuss the tails with you, get you set up. Oh, we also got a fog light. It's the rear fog. But yeah, leave a comment below, reach out to us. Be happy to get you set up. And if you need anything, you can also call us. We can discuss your project with you. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. We look forward to seeing you around. Thanks.